If you catch your kid ripping butts, tell him you didn't raise a quitter and sit there and smoke the whole pack with him. Be a man.
Welcome to Old Dirty Boston.
Do you want to know how to be a man?
August 5th, the Wilbur Theater in Boston.
To be a man
Comedy show.
We got some of Boston's best comedians.
Dan Smith, Don Zolo,
Will Noonan.
Mr. Monday himself will be working the room. Nice.
We have special guests, plus we're going to reveal the Be a Man laugh guy.
Live Q&A, giveaways, and fan interaction.
Don't miss the madness.
See you there.
Be a man.
I'm Jason Faulkner, Old Dirty Boston podcast. I cannot tell you how excited I am for today. I am here with Carlo Mr. Monday and Harmon, the Boston Be a Man guy. Oh. This man exploded on social media. Exploded. Absolute explosion. You have jizzed all over the world of TikTok and Instagram. How does it feel?
Not bad. You guys do a sound check to make sure you can hear me right?
You're a stickler for quality over here.
Well,
I respect that.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thank you, one, for coming today.
Thanks for having us.
Of course.
Not many people want us at their table.
You are exactly the kind of guys that I like to be around. Having fun, shooting the shit, thrown from the hip. You originally started a podcast, Mr. Mondays.
So we started a whole social media brand that was like, it's a comedy brand called Breaking Balls. And it was like probably 2018 when it launched. And it was an idea I had that I was collaborating with a guy, Joe McCall, who's our partner in the whole endeavor. And I said, we got to do something. I know so many people who are talented in my family and smart and crazy that they should be famous.
But going back a little farther than that, I think the thing to put the idea in our minds, your mind, is we were in Vegas at a bachelor party. His son, we had 26 guys, 13 guys like our age and 13 younger guys.
True.
We all adopted a kid for the weekend or the week, whatever it was.
Right.
And we're walking around, and we had two different guys from Hollywood gave you Polly
God, yeah.
They thought we were made men. They wanted to do like a reality show on it. My brother's a real talented guy. He's very magnetic, and he's good at what he does. And I look at him; he looks like a movie star. They approaching us, and that kind of planted the seed.
We got the reality show with PCE Reality, which was Hacky Reitman's company, and when they did a reality show about our Italian club, which I'll send you the clip. It's pretty cool.
Was it like a Sons of Italy kind of thing? Or?
It's Lynn Italian American Citizens Club. I've been president there since 1996. Phil's on the board.
They did a sizzle
sizzle reel, and it got shopped around. One thing led to another. I said, we need to start something. We got to do something. So we said, let's collaborate. We got together. We started Breaking Balls. I think Tonzo, the guy who's the laugh guy, in the Be a Man guy.
Oh, yeah,
I think he might have came up with the name Breaking Balls. And so we set up a studio, got a green screen, and then I sent 39 guys in 39 days up to see those guys to evaluate, to come up with some type of skit.
And the guys you sent, were they like music guys, comedy guys?
A little bit of everything. Comedy guys, regular guys, leg-breaking guys, a little bit of everything. And obviously the Boston Be a Man guy was one of them. It had to be short and sweet because his attention span, because he has a lot of real problems. He used to sit in my head and fart when I was a little kid, by the way. Like
made him a man.
Made me a man. He made me a man. Like sit on my head and fart. He was always like 250, like on a bad day. So we got everything together, and then we just kept going. We started the I Love Monday show, and there was I'm Offended, which was Don Zolo, he's like a quitter. I don't know why he's still not doing it, because that thing could be humongous.
The best one ever is our buddy, the chiropractor.
Yeah, Dante Barboza was a dating app, which was hilarious, but he went sober. So
Mr. Flushing.
Yeah, Richard Flushing. Like there was all these different skits, but we had like too many things.
Him and Joe asked me, come up with something 30 seconds or less, and I was like, I was more serious back then when I was thinking of what we were going to do. I was like, well, I don't like the way the guys act nowadays. It's different from when I was younger. They don't do the right thing. They don't pay the child support. Call it Be a Man or Do the Right Thing. So they seemed to like the idea.
Do the Right Thing was what it was going to be?
It was either that. So we decided on Be a Man. They had me come into the studio. I had 30 things, said what I was going to say. If you're a guy, don't wear capris. Be a man. And
Shouts to Adam.
They thought that I should say Be a Man after everything. So they thought of that. They came up with a great song. Unbelievable graphics. They're very...
Remember your face, weren't you upset your face wasn't in it? Remember, at the end, like they just showed a glimpse of your face?
Yeah, well, there was just a picture of my face. I wasn't really upset.
Real question. Have you gotten laid off of Be a Man?
No.
No, one woman guy.
No women come up to you.
Well, he has chicks come. I have to diffuse it. Because he's serious with somebody.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get someone special in my life. I'm not going to fuck. There's a lot of groupie broads out there.
But then we started featuring the Be a Man on the Monday show. Like it started catching
like
fire.
once a week.
Yeah, it started catching fire. But no, when it really started catching fire, then we had 50,000 followers, and then we so we started putting that out every week, like 3 Be a Mans, and started when the Monday show, because we'd have the Monday show every week.
But I go in every 6 months and record a page, and that would be it.
Yeah,
Then they
that's all you
say
need
when
to
they were
do.
getting low, 4 months later, they say come in and record more. In the meantime, I'd be writing them down.
How many do you put out a week?
Every day, right?
Well, right now,
One
at
a
least
day?
1 or 2 a day, because we've probably put 400 or 500 out since the inception of it 4 years ago, and we get probably another 1,500 in the bank because I'm writing stuff down all the week, all the time. I get ideas from people. Kyle writes a lot of them, and every time I was going in to record cameos, I do a page of Be a Man's, like just 40 or 50 on a page. It takes 10 or 15 minutes. And I got 300 or 400 written down we haven't done just because there's such a backlog. Now they have, like I said, 1,500 in the bank that have been recorded that haven't been released.
Who did you guys listen to growing up? Who were the inspirations? I have to go back. Like Stern was always the big one for me.
Roddy
I wanted
Piper.
to create something.
Roddy Piper.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love Roddy Piper.
Yeah, I'm older than him, but I like Rodney Dangerfield, guys like that. Those type of comedians is probably who I listen to.
George Carlin.
George Carlin.
It was a guy I thought was great. Chevy Chase.
Yeah.
I would say that you guys are really in comedy. That's what you do. What about comedy for you made you feel, hey, this is something that I want to give to the world or something I think has value?
I just think people come up to me and ask me, what do you and your brother, stand-up comedians? I said, no, we're characters. I go, that's what we are. We're characters. We're not comedians. That's all I can say. And I'm a facilitator of a show that has comedians.
Well,
And,
his show was incredible, right?
It's pretty good.
Everybody should check it out. He's as good as Jimmy Kimmel.
probably better. Definitely more
what's that
handsome.
fucking-
I got blue eyes and
What's
shit.
what's that fucking asshole on channel?
Conan O'Brien?
No, the one that took over for Leno.
Oh,
That fucking little weasel. He's better than him. Jimmy Fallon.
yeah.
He's better than Fallon. He really grew into what he did. He's going for a future there. Me, I'm just a regular fucking blue-collar idiot. I write the shit down. I think of shit, write the shit down, and people like it.
We have a great team behind us. We got Joe McCall and Tonzo, who are really unbelievable.
Creative, talented guys.
They know their shit, and so basically, listen. The Be a Man guy blew up. He's huge. It's nationwide, worldwide. We get orders coming in from fucking Scandinavia, Norway, Israel. This stuff, Arizona. There's a link on the bio.
Instagram.
On Boston Be a Man on Instagram.
Everything's at Boston Be a Man everywhere, and all the social medias. There's 8 to 9 different social medias.
I mean, we're hams. We're Italian. We like the spotlight. We're not afraid to talk in front of people, so we don't give a shit. We'll do anything.
Yeah, I'm not really him. He might be.
Yeah. I'm definitely a ham.
There's one Boston comedian, young guy Will Noonan, who is
The best.
really blowing up. I think he'll hit the national stage in the next few years. I
I hope so. He's
Yeah.
the best. He's a good buddy of ours. So
I
he's
heard
our
I-
little brother.
Helped him get his engagement ring.
Yeah, Carlo was over that.
He's just Will goes out to me. He goes, "Hey, Carlo, I need a guy for." And before he said anything, I go, "I got the guy."
Yeah, we
I
got
didn't even know what he was looking for. I go, "I got the guy."
we got connect. Whatever you need.
And I go, "What do you need?" And he's like, "A diamond ring." Oh, okay, no problem. I wrote down the guy's number. Go see him. Bought the ring.
You need guns. You need money. You talk to us.
Whatever you need to talk to us, we
Yeah.
can get it done for you. And if we can't, we know somebody who can.
Exactly.
And that's how it works.
We're all about helping people we like.
That's right.
If we don't like you, yeah.
If we don't like you,
Some of
watch the
biggest
fuck
guys
out.
That you've had, some of your favorite guests you've had on the show.
I was just telling you, I liked Andy Ferg a lot, the roast beef guy.
Yeah,
He was
North Shore
phenomenal.
Beefs,
Obviously,
angriest group on Facebook.
we've had Lenny Clark. We had Gronk. I had Gronk. Bill Burr. We did a thing with Bill Burr. I don't really like that guy.
Is that for really not a big?
No, because I wasn't prepared for him. He came at me.
Yeah, but he handled it well. This is
Yeah.
a kid who's fucking in construction his whole life, and he's dealing with someone like Bill Burr, and he put him in his place. Yeah. It's a fucking thing of beauty.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
We had Lenny Clark, obviously. Dave Russo, Will Noonan.
A lot of local guys.
Edelman, yeah, Julian.
We had Julian.
How'd you pull that together? I saw the clips you guys were out hanging out with Julian.
You know what? Boston Man Magazine has been a good collaborating company with us. With Matt Robato. The best guys I like are just like us guys, all us guys together,
just
like something like
fucking-
this. Father was a mailman. Our mother's a seamstress.
Yeah.
Yeah, where did
You
you
know?
guys grow up?
East
We're
Boston,
born in East
Bay
Boston.
Square, right across from Javelli's.
Yep. We have a brother Joe who's the best, the nicest guy in the family,
He's
but
the
probably
oddball-
the angriest.
He's the oddball of the family. 'cause
He's the black sheep of the family because he's normal and
Yeah.
smart.
Can I ask what you got to do to get disowned?
She married outside the family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, no,
Hey, we're not
that
prejudiced.
came
No,
out of
we're into black girls, by the way.
We're not prejudiced. We hate everybody the same.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's equal. Be a Man, it's really the pinnacle of everything right now. It's kicking ass, and Phil has a podcast with John Fury that goes out every couple weeks. John Fury's from The Sopranos, who is
Gigi.
a legend.
He's
He's
a- yeah.
a national treasure. If you can ever,
He's unbelievable.
If you can ever get in a room with him or get him on one of your podcasts,
Oh,
do it.
God.
Yeah, please link that.
He is
Amazing.
he's the most talented guy, smart,
He is smart, funny, witty,
like
crazy.
great friend,
Crazy.
good-hearted guy.
Loyal.
Like I can't say
And
anything.
you guys have the Wilbur show August 5th. So you booked out the Wilbur.
Yep.
How does that work? You have to put down a deposit. You hold the space, and then you got to sell the tickets.
They approached us, and I think we have to sell a minimum of 300 or 400 tickets.
We're
which
over that now,
We're over
I
that
think.
now, and we want to sell out 1,100 tickets because then we can probably take the show on the road.
On a Thursday night in August where a lot of people aren't around, it's a work night
Right.
too, so it'll be interesting to see if we do it or not. But I think we should get 800 there anyways.
Yeah, buy
And
some
how do-
tickets.
how do people get tickets?
They go online. You can go on the Wilbur.
The Wilbur.
Ticketmaster.
The Wilbur.com. And you go right on their website and hit get tickets.
There's bios on our links too.
It's
Yeah,
only,
if they're on the Instagram or your Instagram, is
Yep.
there a link to the tickets and
Yes.
stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How much are tickets?
25.
it's a little more expensive than going to a movie.
And what's going to happen at that event? Like, why do I want to go?
So we're gonna have 3 comedians: Don Zolo, Dan Smith, who really helped put the whole thing together. He's part of our sales team too, and Will Noonan. If it wasn't for the Be a Man guys, this wouldn't be happening. And I said Don, didn't I? Yeah, I think I might have. Don Zolo, and then we're gonna be working the crowd. We're gonna have giveaways. We'll have crowd interaction.
Some hot chicks?
Plenty of hot chicks there. He gets swarmed everywhere he goes. That's why he was late today. He was on the way here. So Stady pulled him over on the highway and wanted his autograph.
Yeah, cops. I get pulled over by the cops all the time. At first it was like, what do I do? Now it's, oh, this cop wants a selfie with me.
Oh, wow.
And the Be a Man thing resonates with everyone, especially today. Everyone's so politically correct. And we told the line, but it's all like good, real stuff, like
Yeah,
about real
it is.
men.
If I asked the audience, I polled my audience, I said, hey, send us some Be a Mans. What do you think? Should I read them? Let's have...
No, you read them out. The one that everyone does that is stupid. It's take a shit and wipe your ass with your hand. Be a man. That's the most popular one people send in.
All right. When someone disagrees with you, beat them to death and use their body as fertilizer. Be a man.
That's a good one.
That's not bad.
I like that.
Wife tells you to help around the house. Don't do it. Be a man.
Yeah.
Don't use logic in an argument. Just yell louder. Be a man.
That sounds,
Them
that
must be
sounds Italian.
Yeah. Be an Italian man.
If your wife cooks something you don't like, tell her. Be a man.
Yeah. Be a dead man.
Experience trauma as a kid, don't go to therapy. Drink every day. Be a man.
Yeah, I think that's when we had written down something similar. That's a good one.
Ignore the woman who loves you and date the hot one. Be a man.
If your wife cheats on you, bang her sister. Be a man.
Don't hold on to the handrail. Just fall down the stairs. Be a man.
You had no toys.
Have a son. Project all your insecurities onto him. Be a man. Tell her to calm down and then leave the room. Be a man.
Tell her she put weight on. Be a man.
Good luck on that one.
Don't wait for the coffee to cool down. Burn the shit out of your mouth. Be a man.
How did Old Dirty Boston start?
So originally started, I actually worked for a guy. You ever see the
You
show?
look
The
a little like
Prophet?
Portnoy.
He's from our hometown, by the way.
Is he really?
Ten-
Swampscott,
Yeah,
right? Yeah,
yeah.
I've heard that. You hear good things or bad things about him?
I know him.
You know, yeah, we know.
I know him. I got no problem with him.
He's
you know,
scared. He's scared of him.
I guess he's scared of me. I don't know why.
Okay.
But-
he doesn't show a ton of love back to Boston. He had a beef with Lenny Clark.
Did he
years ago.
really?
He talked
I
a
thought
bunch
they
of shit
cooled
about
out.
Lenny. And
He
like,
beefs with
Who
everyone.
would talk bad about Lenny?
Him and Glenn Ordway.
They reached out to us for Be a Man, but we didn't even call him back.
I think that's the whole thing with him. It's all controversy.
Yeah.
So it's just start a fight with somebody, get the views, get
Yeah.
the shit
Yeah,
going.
he's a funny bastard.
I mean, he's done great.
You ever see a show called The Prophet, CNBC?
Yes.
I've heard
Marcus
of it.
Lemonis. So I worked for Marcus. He was an investor in my first company. So I was in New York doing that thing. When that ended, I came back to Boston. I have 2 little girls. I
How
went
old-
through a
how old?
Rough divorce. They're 6 and 8.
Nice.
And I wanted to do something local. Like my first business, I was importing stuff from China. I was selling stuff to retail stores all over the country. And I was like, I don't really doing this isn't it. And through kind of the divorce, I went into depression or whatever you want to call it. My life was fucking up in the air. I was separated from my wife, living with some new woman, Australian girl in New York, and just all over the place. I couldn't go to sleep at night without listening to something. And I used to listen to old Stern, like Artie Lang stories,
Right.
comedy, that kind of stuff. It got me out of my head and all my troubles.
And I'm a big fan.
problems.
I'm a big fan of Stern.
Yeah.
Yeah, the old Stern.
Yeah, the old Stern.
And so for me, that's where I was like, this is what I love. This is what's helped me. How can I start to create some of that and put that in the world? There was a guy, Jim, who ran a page called Dirty Old Boston. Big page, 150,000 on Facebook.
Yeah, I remember. Is it still out there?
It's still out there.
Yeah.
And I went to him, I said, hey, listen, here's what I can do. I can set up a website for you. I can do your merch. I want to launch a podcast. I'll help you build your Instagram, the whole thing. Yeah, we shook hands on it, did the whole thing. I put in 20 grand of my own money. Got his Instagram from 2,000 to 25,000, sold $50,000 worth of merch, blew the shit out. And then he comes back to me on the podcast and says, I don't want you talking about drugs. I don't want you talking about sex. I don't want you talking about people's personal lives. Every episode, I don't want you talking about Somerville. That's not Boston. And I realized what it was. He was never going to give up control. He was like, this is my thing.
Right.
I'll take whatever you want to give me, but when it's time for me to reciprocate, not happening.
Yeah,
so I said, I have the rights through the publisher to use the name and do whatever I want with it. I said, then go fuck yourself. I would call it Old Dirty Boston,
Good.
and we'll see what's what. And I did it, and he can eat shit and die.
Is he still out there?
Yeah, he is. He's an angry, miserable old fuck, and he gets drunk and calls me at 2 a.m. I got a fucking restraining order against the guy because he was calling me my mother's this, my family's this, pieces of shit.
Where's he
I
live?
said,
We'll go visit him after the show.
He lives in fucking Medfield. He doesn't even live anywhere near Boston, and he grew up in Lexington, and he doesn't want people to know
He
that.
needs a hand job.
That's what I mean. He's just angry. So whatever, fuck him.
I hate that guy.
So I did my thing, and that's what this
If you
came
hate him,
out
I
of.
hate him.
That's
So you
right.
got your own thing going on.
Let's go beat
great.
up Jim Botticelli.
Let's go.
It's not even his real name. He uses a fake name. Whatever.
He's probably not really even Italian.
He's not Italian at
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
No,
Botticelli,
he's a
though.
squid. He's a fucking
Bot-
miserable old prick.
Botticelli was an Italian artist, and he's using an artist name.
And
I mean,
all
that
he
goes to
does-
show you right there.
The real difference is
That
he
was.
just takes other people's photos and posts them online, which is great. People love the photos. It's cool. But he doesn't create anything. He doesn't
Right.
make anything. Well, that's somebody who just took Be a Man and reposts it and then says that they're the creative person behind it.
A couple
This is, you know.
of assholes that are trying to do that now.
Exactly.
Have done it. Yeah.
So we all know what those people are.
Yeah.
So anyways, I did the podcast, I do the Instagram, and now I'm starting to make longer form videos. I don't know if you guys saw it, the Methadone Mile thing that we did.
I want to see that. I heard about that because
Good. I grew up in Somerville, no bullshit, 30, 40 kids dead from drug overdoses.
That you grew up with.
That I grew up with. Over
How
100
old
kids
are you
addicted
now?
to it. I'm 38.
yeah.
So I grew up right in the middle of that shit. And it's important to me to help, one, save people's lives. But I get it. If you're fucked up on drugs and the alternative is to go work at the gas station, you want to stay high. So you have to have a place to be with purpose, good work. What I found is people that have trouble with addiction, that addiction translates to everything they do. Their work, their sales, their families. If you give them something that's worth it, they will put all into it.
They're
You know?
weak. They're weak and need help. They need something positive.
Right, exactly. That's part of the mission of this, was helping some of the people that I know struggle and making them feel like it's
That's good.
okay. It's not the end of the world. If you got fucked up on drugs, so what? A lot of
People who
do.
drugs are weak, be a man.
Things can only get better.
But it's
Yeah,
not
what's
just.
to be a man for drug addiction?
Like I said, I think you're weak, but I don't condemn you.
Kids
I
with
just
heroin
get help, do the right thing, think of your family, don't be a fucking pussy. As bad as you think you have it, you got to turn to drugs. People get it worse, so you can get
Yeah,
out of it. Just fucking go to the
absolutely.
gym, go for a walk.
I used to think that they were weak, but I think these opiates are that powerful.
Yeah,
it's
well,
not like
that's-
we grew up where you
no,
could
I
do
know.
a
It's
little
easy-
coke,
easy
you
to-
trip out a little bit, a little acid, you have some fun, smoke some weed. But now, like, these kids are on these opiates.
It's easy
and,
to sit here and say, I've never
Yeah.
tried this shit. I don't know what would happen if I did.
I used to feel the same way, like it was weakness. They just didn't have willpower.
Yeah.
But there's something there.
Yeah,
with
you
the-
can
the
turn
addiction
it
stuff.
around.
It's
There's a
not,
lot of avenues you can get help at.
Yeah, and it's sad to see somebody in that level of addiction. They're in hell. It's hell on earth.
I know.
They're tortured.
you
so.
see some of these guys. It's not just the inner city, and some of it, like, okay, in Swampscott, same thing.
Yeah.
Like my
They
son's
got
age
everything.
group. like-
The hot swamps.
yeah,
it's bad.
it killed
Oh, it's terrible.
dozens of kids and
Kids
just
overdosing, killing themselves,
shooting their heads off,
Oh.
blowing their heads off because they just can't take it anymore. Come on.
It's a terrible-
Suicide's a easy way out, as far as I'm concerned. It's
My
like,
dad used to say, "You never know what's on a guy's mind. He was thinking about suicide or killed himself." But I know that guy. You never know what was on his mind.
you don't know what's going on behind closed doors, basically.
you don't-
That's
you
like
know.
the truth of the matter.
Oh, one of the things I wanted to ask you is if we ever do the Mondays podcast, I want to try and get the dirty old Boston guy on, and we'll square this shit out
Well,
in
let's-
public.
why don't we do it?
Open
Just-
invitation.
why
You
don't we
ever
do
want
it?
to talk
Do
about it,
it,
Jimmy?
yeah.
I'm here. Let's do that.
Let's get it
okay?
done. Let's get it done.
Alrighty.
That'll be
Talk,
unbelievable.
talk it out. Be a man.
Yeah, that would be good.
know?
That'd be great. That'd be great.
And get him on the room, and then let me ambush. How about that?
That'd be a great,
I'll come
great
out of there.
radio.
I know you're a reasonable guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reminds
I
me.
mean,
You remind me
I
of Dave Lindsley,
He
who's
does.
part of our reality
Looks
show.
like-
that
I'll kill you in
communist.
your sleep. That kind of stuff. It's real jungle warfare in my marriage.
Did you sleep with a machete next to you?
No. Oh, you had your guy Evan Luongo. We did the Weed Game Show. He came out. Thank you, one, for putting that out for you guys, having somebody jump in.
No problem.
But he couldn't have said greater things about you. But he told me
Evan's a good kid.
you found him because he had a home invasion.
Yeah, he had a machete. He
Someone-
kept
yeah.
it at the kid's neck until the cops got there.
Yeah. Someone tried to break into his house.
I
and
did
then
break in. He grabbed him.
They tried to break in, and he got two guys and took him out.
Wow.
He's like a martial arts crazy. You see the look.
He's got the look in it. But he's another guy like we're
fucking
you know,
sweetheart of a guy.
As good as Be a Man is, and the I Love Monday show and the Breaking Balls, but we got a good bunch of guys who've helped us, and Evan's one of those guys. And we also got McCluskey, who's Eddie Esposito. If you look him up on TikTok, he's another guy who's part of the team and partners in the business. We're lucky. We got a lot of good guys behind us.
What'd you bring over here? You got a
I
little
brought some
box of
Italian
something.
pastry. So I went to Liberto's, who's was always a sponsor of our show.
We got some carrot cake. We got
You guys help yourself. I know
Yeah,
the
come on.
Be a Man
an
guy.
eclair.
I know the Be a Man guy likes.
We got a half moon, a black and white cookie.
I'm gonna take a Neapolitan for me.
Neapolitan.
That's
There
all
you
me
go.
right there.
I won't eat it. I got willpower.
There you go.
Oh, you want a
Yeah, so
diet?
what's the deal? You got to do a diet?
I've done. Yeah, the marketing guy said his weight's good now, but tell him don't put any more weight on. I weighed 15 pounds more than I am now, so I lost 15. So I just want to keep it off.
I like him a little heavier.
Yeah, I like the way I am.
So Lenny, when he got his network show, the hottest show in the
You
country then, I
you
think,
really
was,
tested my willpower by keeping it on my nose, aren't you?
was Roseanne. And they wanted him to be, he lost weight and they wanted him to be big. They hired a pastry chef for him to make him whatever he wanted. And the guy's job was to just fatten Lenny up.
Who, Lenny Clark?
Yeah.
Really? He was on Roseanne?
No, he had his own network show called Lenny. Roseanne was the hot show then, so they thought fat comics, that's the way to go. Right up. Yeah, please.
Yeah, Lenny's character. And we've had Christine Hurley. She's
Yes, she's a
she's been on the show a bunch
good
of
friend
times.
of the show.
She's great.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite Boston comic?
Noonan's mine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some good ones. I love Dave Russo.
Yep. Dave
I love
Russo's
Dave Russo
awesome.
on stage, great guy. He told me that you guys had a great weekend at Caesar's Palace out in Vegas.
So it was my birthday 2 years ago. I went with my wife and my mother-in-law to Vegas, July 25th. I land in Vegas, and I get a happy birthday text from
Russo?
Russo. He's like, "Hey man, I wish I was home. I'm in Vegas. Because if I was home, I'd take you out." I go, "Yeah, I just landed in Vegas, buddy." In the airport, he goes, "Really?
Crazy.
Come to the show tonight." So I went to the show. It was him, Lenny, and Peasy, Johnny Peasy, the three of them. And then what we did was I got a cabana at the Caesar, like I always do when I'm out there. And those guys came and hung out, and family bunch of. Who was out there? Mike Lush was out there too. People love the Boston accent, the Boston comedians, no matter where you
We're
go.
due for a Vegas trip, boys
yeah,
trip.
yeah, we need a Vegas
I haven't
trip.
been
Yeah,
there
what
in
did
a
you
while.
guys do during shutdown?
During shutdown, we stayed busy, and we actually kept doing the Monday show.
Yep, it was from the basement.
Was it hell on earth to be stuck
It
at
was
home
fine.
like that?
I used to, the gyms were closed, so I'd work out at my buddy's house twice a week. I work out at my cousin's condo. He has a gym there that you weren't supposed to be open, was open. So
Right.
I work out 4 times a week. That's what I need to keep my sanity.
Was that
you
your
know?
therapy, going
Yeah,
to the gym?
yeah.
We stayed relevant during the pandemic and just kept
Yeah.
pushing and never slowed up.
Yeah, the show kept on coming out.
And then the Boston Be a Man stuff was just the guys behind the scenes just systematically were putting it out certain times, and then we started doing it every day.
TikTok.
And TikTok really blew up. And the thing is, the content's great. Phil delivers unbelievable. The guys
Yeah,
and write
talented.
phenomenally. The music's everything. Kind of the laugh at the end is like
Yeah.
is like
And I was
huge.
Cut so tight, it's
That,
really done.
that was like in November, I think, right? About around there.
started
around
really
Thanksgiving.
hitting it.
They told me, I was in there recording some. They were, we need you to get in right away and record some more. And I didn't even really know what they were doing. And they said, we put you on TikTok. You got like, I don't know, 20,000 followers in a day. I was
Yeah, like
really?
crazy.
So then they'd have me come in the next week. They're like, yeah, you're over 100,000 followers. I was like, holy shit. I've heard of TikTok. I didn't know what it was. It was like 150,000 followers or something right away. And it's just grown and grown.
So, with this kind of thing, and now you guys are way ahead of me, I feel, with everything that you built, you have your team, you have your people. How do the sponsorships work?
We're doing cameos now where, I did, I don't know what, 200 Father's Days ones the
Think about
last,
that. 200 cameos.
like the last
Crazy.
10 days
What are you
before
charging on a
Father's Day.
cameo?
$59.
And how does somebody get it? They just go on Cameo, they search Boston Be a
Yeah,
Man?
Boston Be a Man. Is it backward slash or forward slash? I don't know.
I think it's backward slash.
I'm an idiot about computer
So am I.
stuff.
But the CEO for
But
Cameo,
yeah, so it's cameo.com backwards. Would you say backwards or forward?
I think backwards.
Yeah, backward slash
We're on
Boston Be
backwards.
a Man.
Is that
Yeah,
a bit, the backwards forwards thing?
yeah. I don't
But
know.
the CEO for Cameo reached out to the office and said, "You guys are doing. No one else is doing."
Yeah,
it."
so I think they get
I feel like
25%.
you could probably bump your price on that, no?
I,
99?
I think that's what we're gonna. We started out at 39, I think, or
Okay.
29 or 39, and we've gone up gradually. And
What about if a business wanted you to do something? Could it be like a presented by Manscaped or something, or would that
Yeah,
ruin
that's-
some of
that's
the
on-
Reach out.
a lot of reached out. We just want to make sure we do the right one,
Yeah.
the right ones. We've done a lot of.
Gary V. We did 3 videos for Gary V's company.
Yeah.
Harmon. I don't know his name.
Whatever.
No, but you already did 3. He's promoting an MMA fight for Gary V.
What's the dream for you guys? What do you want from this? When you started this whole thing,
I want a tricked out bus, okay? That's better than Snoop's, okay? The biggest fucking bus that ever rode the fucking planet, all right?
what's in the bus?
It's going to be full bar. It's going to have bedrooms, bathrooms,
neon lights and
whatever
like-
we need. We can accommodate anybody. But we want to obviously get the word out there, the Be a Man guy word out there. We want to make millions. We want to help charities. We
Yeah,
wanna
I mean-
promote- no.
People. Like you.
But we're brought up to help people, and I think that's a lot of what
Oh,
we do.
the vibe I
Yeah.
get from you
Yeah.
guys is
Yeah.
just good-hearted, good-natured guys.
Yeah, we're having fun doing it, and hopefully we'll make some fucking money doing
I
it.
can't say a big enough congratulations on the success of it, because I
thank
know
you.
it didn't come. This wasn't like one-hit wonder. You guys worked at it.
And,
worked
and
at
more
it.
so, Mr. Monday and Tonzo and Joe.
Yeah,
they've been in the trench. I helped
Yeah.
out a little bit with the show.
I helped
Just
out a
a
lot.
pretty face.
No, we helped out a lot.
Yeah.
And I was in every 3 or 4 months recording like 30 Being Mans, and that was my role. And I'd come on Mondays and help out a little bit. But
It's like
They
it's all
really-
about consistency. You know,
they
just keep
stuck
going,
with it,
keep
yeah.
going.
they
So-
they grinded it out. Is that a word?
Can you say Lamborghini?
Lamborghini?
Yeah. Oh, you said it right. You
Yeah.
said Lamborghini, right?
Lamborghini? Yeah, is that what
Getting
it
the
is?
other good
No,
parts.
Lamborghini.
Diabetes.
No.
That was another one I couldn't pronounce. It said diabetes.
There's a blooper of him saying Lamborghini. It's the funniest thing you've ever heard in your life. He
I
can't
haven't
say
seen it. I
He
know
can't get
that-
it. He can't get it right.
Lamborghini. Yeah, I know that.
But obviously the guys behind the scenes, like
Yeah, they're-
look at these 2 guys over here.
Yeah.
WISO studio where we're in right now. These guys are behind the scenes.
Diego
guys.
and Albie, thank you guys.
If it's not for these 2 guys, we're not even on camera right now. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
Hey, you
it's the
think we know
guys
how
in
to
the
do this
trenches.
stuff?
Listen, the offensive line is the reason why Tom Brady's as good as he is. Let's
Yeah,
face
yeah.
the facts of life, guys. So without your team and having a team of helping each other, what good are we?
Exactly.
And so do you bring these guys on, because this is one of the hurdles, right? You bring a guy on, you got to pay him, you get guys, some guys will come in and they'll work because they believe in it, they want to help out.
Important thing is they're chasing their dream.
Yeah, chasing their dream, and the Be a Man guys really helped elevate everything and put money in everyone's pocket right now, which is pretty cool. And we scraped and clawed all the way along. We got sponsors for different stuff. And
Negotiations with different agents and things like that. Agencies that are gonna not have exclusives with us, but
Yeah.
bring us deals, and we'll say yay or nay to them. We just want to do it right and make sure it's the right.
I mean, the
situation.
sky's the limit, really, because
You know.
the content's going nowhere. We're not going anywhere. We're going to keep having fun.
Yeah.
Anybody that really did you guys wrong over?
We can't talk about.
Our next door neighbor, Miss Burlingame,
Yeah.
she had one arm. She was a
Where's he
teacher.
buried?
She stole all our ball. Every ball that went in the yard, she took. Football, baseball,
We
basketball.
used to call her up. She had one arm, right? So she fucked with the family. She called the police and the firemen, and said that we had illegal things and like explosive things
It
in
was
the garage.
homemade wine
Yeah.
from my grandfather.
Yeah, there was a big
That
investigation.
was vinegar
about
'cause it was
yeah,
spoiled.
So that was the last straw. So she'd be out there. She had one arm, and she used to get her paper every day, get on the porch, struggle to get the paper open with a stub, get it open. And right when she sat down and started to read, we call her up. So she has to
She had to get up and go in the
she has
house.
to go in the house and hang up on her.
She was no good. She was no good. She was a bad.
bitch.
She was a miserable lady. But there's always people who do you wrong. But,
Probably
you know,
should take her name out.
somebody does us wrong, we do them wrong twice. That's how it works with
That's
us.
how it works.
You know,
Okay.
that's it.
And anybody that's really been the
Any-
big supporters, like the ones that really helped.
Oh, we have so many friends and family that just support
Yeah,
us and everything that we
behind.
do.
We
We're,
got a
we're
good,
fortunate.
We get a good crew of people that are involved with it.
We sure do. We're lucky as
Good
hell.
family, good friends.
thing I like to do is promote the podcast, the Be a Man Experience, with obviously the Boston Be a Man guy Harmon and John Fury, which is on I think every Wednesday.
Every other Wednesday.
Every other Wednesday.
Yeah, we had one drop today about cash.
About
It's,
money. It's
easy
about money.
listen. I think it's called Cash is King or something.
Oh, Cash is King, which
yeah,
is true.
we do different subjects, and that was one that came up.
And then obviously August 5th at the Wilbur Theater, it's going to be another Boston Be a Man Experience with the 3 comedians we mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
Dan Smith, Noonan, Don Zolo. And the Boston Be a Man Laugh Guy's going to be there. And we have a couple special guests that I can't say who,
Right.
but we got a couple of huge guests that are going to be
It'll
there.
be a lot of fun. We do a Q&A and have some people on the stage come do their
Yep.
own Be a Man's.
And I'm absolutely going to the show. Anything I can do to help with this?
Same here. Whatever we can do to help promote
We have,
Old Dirty Boston.
We definitely
Because one hand washes the other. If we're not helping each other,
I'm not a celebrity. Never was brought up that way. And just walking around, I get approached by everybody. BostonBeAMan@gmail.com is an email address they can send into that, and someone will see it.
And how do people tune into Mr. Mondays?
they can just
I
go
love
on.
Mondays.
They can go right on my Instagram as
Breaking
well.
Balls.
Yeah.
The Breaking Balls
Just
Comedy
Google,
Network.
Google Breaking Balls.
I Love Mondays. Breaking
YouTube.
Do
Balls.
you have like a top 3 episodes?
Top 3 episodes. I had Lenny Clark and Mike Ruzioni on the same, which was pretty cool.
Lenny is one of the best guys in the world.
Yeah.
Nice
I don't
guy.
know how anyone can sustainably be that nice and cool to everybody, but I've never heard a bad word spoken about him.
We've had some great shows with John Fury as
Oh,
my,
God.
my co-host, and
He's like a natural comedian who
Oh.
should be on tour.
Will Noonan, obviously.
Will Noonan's great.
Jimmy Cash.
So funny. Yep, Jimmy Cash.
Yeah, Jimmy Cash, the janitor.
No.
Oh, he's a character too. All these guys are great. Christine Hurley, Dave
Yeah.
Russo,
Yeah.
Don Zolo, obviously,
Great people, great comedians, real good. We just surround our people ourselves with good people.
and the moderator of the Monday show was McCluskey.
There's so many people out there trying to do this kind of stuff.
Right.
If we can start to consolidate them a little bit and put them on a team,
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
they fit better here, they fit
Right.
better. They want to
That's
do
how
that.
the whole Breaking Balls thing had it.
Yeah.
It started
Yeah.
with they had a dream.
So Breaking Balls is the parent company. Everything kind of falls under
Yeah.
that. It's like a record label. So
like Be a Man's like a finger,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I Love
The
Monday.
Be a Man's the middle finger.
Is he always tried to boss you around when you were?
Who,
a kid?
him?
You're the older brother, right?
Yeah.
So
I'm just
He used to
outspoken.
fart in his head when he was little.
Yeah,
so now you're getting it
he
back.
made me the man that I am today.
Yeah, toughen him up.
Listen, he brought me to my first Red Sox game, my first, I think, Bruins game.
He used to come up to college with me for the week on vacation.
There's a 10-year age difference, even though he looks younger. He's 10 years older than me. And I used to go to his Westfield State College. I think I got my first set of tits when I was like 12 out there.
First Andy.
Those are the days. But yeah, we have a fun family, and just everyone gets along.
No, you're great guys.
It's good stuff.
It really shines through. So thank you for doing this.
Thank-
Greatly appreciate it. Anything I can do to help promote the Wilbur Show.
Just
Appreciate
promote
that.
the
guys are
shit
doing.
out of it, will you please? We want to sell out because we want this show on the road. We want to go up and down the East Coast, then the West Coast.
Promote the show. Be a man.
I want to see Tonzo naked. I can't wait. You know what I mean?
I got a couple guys in the Marines out in San Diego that they stick beer bottles up each other's asses on
Oh, yeah.
Instagram Live.
And do they
So
drink them? They drink.
They just do it.
Didn't Mike Moran used to do that?
Yes.
How do you
I
chug
didn't
a
want to
fu-
mention his
chug a-
name.
How do you fucking chug?
It gets you fucked up because it's
Oh, butt chugging, yeah.
yeah. It's just if you're drinking
You
it
shake
through
it,
your
it
mouth.
sprays up there. You can
Thank
tune
you.
into the I Love Mondays podcast, the Boston Be a Man podcast, and just follow everything and anything that Breaking Balls is doing. I'll put all the links. See you at the Wilbur Theater.
August
Thank you for
5th.
being here, guys.
Get there.
At Boston Be a Man on all social
And I'll
media.
get this out.